What would you do if you found yourself with nothing? A woman named Elara lived her entire life on a small homestead. She and her husband built it from the ground up, tending fields and raising livestock. But after his passing, everything changed. Her body ached with age, and her movements slowed. She shared her home with her daughter, Liana, and a son-in-law who contributed little. The atmosphere grew cold. Liana's patience vanished, replaced by sharp words. Her husband spent his days in idle rest. Elara felt like a ghost in her own house. One evening, she overheard a hushed conversation from the next room. "We cannot go on like this," the son-in-law muttered. "The land is not enough." Liana's reply was ice. "She has to go. We need the space." The next sunrise brought the sound of things being thrown. Elara stepped outside to see her belongings scattered on the dirt. Her daughter stood there, arms crossed. "You need to leave. Today," Liana said, avoiding her mother's eyes. "Your greatest strength is often born in your deepest CE." Elara's heart shattered, but her voice was steady. "This land is my life's work." The door shut firmly. She sat on the porch step as the sun crossed the sky. What her family never knew was that, for decades, she and her husband had secretly saved that night by moonlight. She went to the old well, she pulled a loose stone and retrieved a metal tin. Inside was their life's savings. With this, she could begin anew at dawn. She walked to the nearest town. A family she once knew offered her shelter and a warm meal the next day. She inquired about land. A fertile plot was for sale. She purchased it with help from new neighbors. She built a modest but sturdy cabin. She planted a garden and kept bees. A peaceful rhythm returned to her days. A local young man, Kale, often stopped by to help with heavier tasks. He was earnest and treated her with respect. Meanwhile, Liana and her husband struggled. They neglected their chores, and their home fell into disrepair. Their arguments echoed. They believed Elara had vanished into poverty. One afternoon, desperate for work, the son-in-law traveled far. He came upon a thriving, well-kept farm and knocked. Elara answered. His face paled. "It's you." "It is," she said calmly. He begged for any job, claiming destitution. She agreed on one solemn condition. "You will not tell my daughter this is my home." He swore he would not. He labored there daily. Elara never spoke a cruel word to him. She only ever asked, "How is my daughter faring?" He always lied. "She is well." One morning, Liana, suspicious, followed him. She gaped at the prosperous farm, storming into the yard. She confronted her mother. "You live in plenty while I have nothing." She screamed. "Dignity is not given. It's reclaimed one quiet decision at a time. When you are ready to speak, I will listen." Elara replied softly. Liana demanded property and money. Elara handed her a small purse. "This is all you will receive from me." Then she turned away. The couple spent the coins swiftly and sold their crumbling homestead. They clung to a bitter hope. They would inherit this beautiful farm someday. But Elara had written her will. She left everything: the land, the home, her peace to Kale, the kind young soul who saw her as a person. Her daughter was not mentioned. Years later, when Elara passed, the community gathered to honor her. Liana and her husband arrived to claim their supposed inheritance. The neighbors gently revealed the truth. The land belonged to Kale. Consumed by shame, the couple left and were never seen in those parts again. So remember this: when you are cast aside, your story is not over. Your worth is not defined by those who failed to see it. With quiet courage and self-respect, you can build a new foundation. Plant seeds of kindness, they will grow. Chase only greed, and you will be left with dust. Choose resilience. Choose your own path forward. If this story reminded you of your own strength, please like this video and subscribe to Winds of Thought for more.